Dr. Arun Gupta, we've had several conversations about this, and this really, I think, hasn't come as a surprise to you because Nestle in the past as well has been embroiled in several such controversies, including pushing for formula, pushing for infant food in such way, and dissuading mothers from breastfeeding, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Actually, for me, it's no surprise that, and the reason that the government of India enacted a law to ban the advertisements and promotion of all these products for babies under the age 2, which include Cerelac and other products manufactured by Nestle and several other companies.
Yes.
So the addition of sugar is something which is harmful. Everybody knows that. There is a guidance from WHO, and Nestle should abide by that, in my opinion.
Okay.
Why they should discriminate babies? Indian babies physiologically are the same anywhere in the worldwide.
Absolutely.
So there is no reason for adding sugar to them.
You know, Dr. Gupta, what I want to ask you is that Nestle, of course, has issued a statement saying that we've made a conscious effort to reduce the sugar levels in our products for the last 5 years or so. But no answers to the specific question, why the double standards? Why sugar in these products in India, in other countries outside of India, low-income countries, developing countries, but why no sugar in these countries like the UK, for example, or Germany, for example? That specific question has not been answered by Nestle.
No, the reason I think is that India has a huge market because 25 million children are born here every year. And secondly, the addition of sugar actually helps consuming more. So babies love that taste and they eat more, and then the parents also like that. When the babies are happy, parents are happy, they consume more. So Nestle just wants to continue with its bottom line of profits. So the reason, to my mind, is the clear reason that since the regulations are not that strong in terms of contents, as well as I would also like to point out here that despite the law, so Nestle's Cerelac is being promoted on YouTube. Even if you go today on YouTube and see how women are actually promoting Cerelac, telling people how to make and prepare Cerelac, which according to the law is not allowed.
Okay.
So why this is happening? Because I think the companies as big as Nestle and several other companies, I see some homegrown companies also now adding their voice to foods for children under the age 2 and promoting their products on the social media mostly.
That's right, in a very subtle way. We'll talk about that in a moment from now. Dr. Satish Kaul, India has got a high population of children who are obese, also turning diabetic. Childhood obesity is on an increase as our data shows, and we'll put that data out for our viewers in a moment from now. It's extremely worrying. What were your thoughts when you read about this particular news about Nestle adding sugar in baby food, in food meant for infants? You know, why do you think it's particularly problematic in India?
You see, in India, we have seen that the obesity in childhood population is increasing.
Right.
As per the latest data we see, you'll show it in your this program also.
Right.
The obesity is becoming an epidemic in the younger childhood because the dietary habits of children right from the age less than 2, as Dr. Arun was telling you, has been modified by the media according to the latest guidelines by Indian Association of Pediatrics also.
Yes.
That children should be less than 2 years should not be fed anything which is formula feed, and this should not be promoted by these companies.
Right.
So you see, if a child is given sugar at such an early age, by the time a child reaches 5 years of age and by the time a child becomes an adolescent, we see more and more incidents of obesity and children being obese or overweight.
Right.
So this hue and cry about Nestle adding sugar in Indian formula feed is very important for us to, as a society, to understand that not only Nestle, as far as other companies which are concerned, which promote their sugary drinks, beverages on television, which shows a lot of sugar, which has a lot of sugar content in the children televisions. You see, children are glued to these televisions, and when they see these sugar-laden beverages and sugar-laden products on the television, it is basically inculcated in the mindset that they have to consume more and more sugar. And the sugar being addictive, it has led to epidemic of adolescent obesity and children being overweight. So this is a very important point which you are raising about the content of sugar in the formula feed for the young children less than 2 years of age.
I want to talk a little about sugar is an addiction. Dr. Kaul, this cycle that once you have that taste, you only want that particular taste. We know that it is addictive. It's addictive for us as well. Imagine this being given to children and infants and babies. Dr. Kaul, you start them off on that cycle, isn't it, of addiction?
You are starting them up very early on this cycle of getting addicted to sugar.
Right.
Every TV you watch, program you watch, Cartoon Network you watch, every program has ads, and all these ads are full of sugar-laden products being promoted to these children. So this leads to these children being addicted to sugar at a very early age, and by the time they reach their adolescence, most of these children become obese, especially in the cities where there are very less spaces for children to play or do outdoor activities. More the children are glued to TV, and on top of it, they are addicted to the sugary drinks. It is going to become epidemic later on when these children become adults.
Absolutely.
And the burden of disease, you have to understand the burden of disease like obesity, OSA, and cardiovascular diseases. All these disease burden is going to be huge for India if we are not going to stop this, or government is not going to put some excise duty on sugary products which are sold in the market. We are going to see a real big epidemic in adulthood when these children become adults.